Alrighty. So we're going to be modifying this pre-con. I think one of my biggest questions is, do we run doubles? I don't know if we do. I don't know if we do. We have the 4 doubles, and I'm not sure if it is the right thing to do, but also just to keep the spirit of the precon. He didn't come with doubles, and so do we try him without doubles? Could be kind of fun. I wouldn't add doubles? Okay, yeah, let's try without doubles. I'm gonna drink very hot coffee. Ow, that was stupid. Let's look at the modifications here. So I think we're going to go ahead and stop hitting yourself, Dauntless, Excelsior. Oh, and go change like a counterattack. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm going to cut out 2 defensive conditionings. I'm going to set these right here, so I know how many cards to add. So we have 1 defensive conditioning. Do we run a... Would you keep tackle? I don't think I'm going to keep tackle. I don't love tackle. It's just not... Tackle is not my favorite. Face the Past is iffy. I like Face the Past in Tigra more so than in here. Because he's the scroll. Oh yeah, Super Scroll is mean. I don't want to... Super Scroll is mean. I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep taunts. I think we're going to cut out the tackles and go with more defense focused, because tackle I think works in this deck in a multiplayer setting, but if we are running like Change of Fortune and that kind of stuff, tackle stuns, which means that we're not actually getting our benefits of like I can do this all day, right? If you play tackle stun and then I can do this all day comes into your hand, it's a dead card. So he flips, so Perseverance. I don't love... There was a card that allowed us to flip. What was the card that allowed us to flip? Impersonation. I don't... Perseverance... Those cards are so hard for me to play. Just like... Because if I don't draw it when I'm in Alter Ego, it's dead. So outside of like Angel, Ant-Man, like the form flippers that can stay in hero form, Shadowcat Vision... I don't really like them. Come Get Me Bub is amazing. I love it. Come Get Me Bub. I don't... we can leave Taunt in there. I feel like Taunt is a... I don't even know. I don't like Taunt. I don't know if I love Taunt in this deck, but we're cutting out Cutting that out. We don't need it. Come Get Me Bob. It does sound really good. I put all the Come Get Me Bubs over here in my stack to bring to MCDC. I think allies are a good add here. So we got 2, 4, 6 cards out. Come Get Me Bub gives me 3. We have 3 cards left. I want to go with a Change of Fortune, because that seems pretty decent. I want to go with a Quinn Carrier. Pulled all my Quinn Carriers. I have one in the binder. I'm gonna like Hulkling. He has so many cool builds. Jocasta can recur armored defense. Yeah. Jocasta is cool. Come Get Me Bob is a custom Deadpool card. Yes. Yes. That's cool. Reskin the core box to DC and JoJo's. That's fun. Getting Quinn Carrier. Oops, sorry about that. Quinn Carrier. We have one more slot that we can put something in, but we can also like run heavy or cut more. I like Jocasta. Let's go ahead and grab a Jocasta. I'm done with the Depth Focus. And Dauntless. I am going to run a Dauntless. Electrostatic. I may cut out the assess the situations are really good for this shapeshift though. Using Spider-Man as old Joseph was nice. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we want to add. I could probably cut out the one of the I can do this all days. I don't know if I want taunts in this deck. I think I will keep at least 2 I can do this all day. I think I'm going to cut out the taunts. I don't think it's a taunt deck. Potentially, maybe Come Get Me Bow. I don't know. Leading Blow with Hulk Shape is kind of interesting. It's also a 0-cost card that triggers it. That seems good. Triggering Hulk Shape is another way to change a fortune. That's cool. Let's look at 0-cost cards real quick. I just want to refresh my mind. Counterpunch, Expert Defense, Defiance, Return the Favor, Aerial Intervention, Repurpose. Dude, he's going to have a bananas repurpose build too. Leading Blow. I was thinking Counterpunch over Leading Blow. When you said Leading Blow, I associated that with Counterpunch. I think Counterpunch is more of a Change of Fortune type card because you get to deal damage equal to the attack, which is probably going to be 2 plus, or if it's Hulk Shape, it's going to be 3 plus 2. It's going to be 5 damage. Let's grab 2 copies of Counterattack. Or Counterpunch, sorry. I'm going to cut out the taunts. So I believe that's 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, yeah. So we added in 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. So we have 42. I feel like it feels like the precon, and if we modify 2 too much further, like we're gonna start cutting out cards that we don't want to. The Turbo Reviving Old Punk custom card is working on Marvel Champions custom set 2. That's cool. Alrighty. Nope, that's a shadow. I'm still trying to figure out where I can put everything when I'm not actually playing with it. Alrighty. Hulkling game 1. Game 1 Hulkling. I'm so excited. Oh, I missed my environment. There it is. Oh, I found a glare. Rhino Expert with Sinister. I'm not a Rhino. I don't like Rhino in True Solo. I'm gonna play. Is Hulkling registration or is he resistance? I'm absolutely going to confuse Hulkling cards with protection cards. 1000%. Yes. He has resistance. So we'll go registration, which is Tony. We'll play against Tony. He has resistance. He's resistance. So we'll go registration, which is Tony. Yeah. Anti-registration. Beautiful. Grab the Avenger board. The glare looks kind of artful. I say keep it. I was like, the glare used to be here on the standard 3 card. And so I like it there more so. I'll be interested to see if it does mess with the villain, in which case we'll have to play around with it. Any thoughts on the PvP mode? PvP is not something that I am super excited for in the game. I will play it next week at MCDC, and we'll talk about it a little bit after I play it. But Ironman has 4 stages. I don't think I knew that. But it's not something that I'm really excited to play PvP. There are other games that I enjoy playing PvP. And this is just, I prefer cooperative games over first player games. And so taking a cooperative game that I love, making it player versus player is not super appealing to me. I'm glad I don't have to close the chat to see everything. Oh, wait, what? Did you have to do that before? Does this glare? It does. That's annoying. Lame. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We're not. That's a later than right now problem. Alrighty, just gonna sleeve these guys. Hey, oh hey Kevin, thank you so very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so we are going to the Superhero Registration Act. Chosen Leader 1 and 2, 3 and 4 for Expert Mode. So we jump directly to 3 and 4. Which is a little sad because the promos are only 1 and 2. But that's fine. So Iron Man on stage 3. He's a 1-2. He gets +1 scheme for each tech attachment he has on him, up to a +3. In the setup, the enemy team searches the encounter deck for an Iron Man attachment, and your team reveals it. Sorry about the glare. So far, we have unboxed it, and I am impressed with the 2 heroes. The 2 heroes are really, really fun looking. Standard sets and 3 to 4 modular sets. Okay. It's kind of wild. Guess we'll just go with the first 3. So we got Mighty Avengers, Yellow Jacket Wasp, US Agent, Mighty Avengers. We got Doc Samson. 3 to 4 modular sets is crazy. Been playing with Bucky and Change of Fortune, Come Get Me Bub, and Patriot. It feels so good. Patriot and Come Get Me Bub is such an incredible value. Nice. Huge improvement to that archetype. That's awesome. The promos, no, the promos are the single-sided. Then we got the Initiative. It's our second mod set. And then Maria Hill is our third mod set. I kind of want to go 3 modular sets instead of 4, just so that we can see the interactions between them a little bit more. So that's kind of my thought right now. We'll put these over here. They have pre-constructed villain deck for each leader in the book if that helps. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's do that then. Pre-constructed leader for Iron Man. We got Cutoff Support, a Negative Zone Prison, oh, perfect. Encounter deck Iron Man, Mighty Avengers, yep. Maria Hill, yep. Dangerous Recruit. The Initiative, Maria Hill, and Dangerous Recruit. Okay, so they did stack them all together in the package. So that's nice. That's nice. So we'll do the same for whatever the next one comes out. In competitive mode, yep. In cooperative mode, find the chosen leader side scheme and reveal it. So we're gonna go find Stark Tower. We'll reveal that after I sleeve up these guys. Oh, there's a Venom. This is kind of a big villain deck. Justice like lightning. Oh, because it's the Thunderbolt. Sick. That's fun. Just finished your first Civil War game against Ironman. I'm curious to see how it goes for me. Did you win? No, Tiger just went everywhere. No. Scorpion with the symbiote suit. Alrighty, so we got Stark Tower here that comes in with 3 threat. We've got Cutoff Support. If there's more than one player in your team, this stage gains Hinder 2. There is not. I am flying solo. Force Interrupt. When a player reveals a treachery, place 1 threat here. Limit once per player per phase. Okay. Limit once per player per phase is a great sentence to have there. I'm going to do, don't forget over there. And then set up the enemy team searches the encounter deck for an Iron Man attachment. What do we want to put on the Iron Man? So we got Arc Reactor. Attached to Iron Man, give him a tough status card. He gains Retaliate 1. After you make a basic attack against Iron Man, spend a Mental Punch, discard the card. Gains Stalwart. I think we're going to go with the Rocket Boots. Wait, hold on. After you make a basic attack against Iron Man, spin. We're going to go with the Power Gauntlets. Gives him +1 attack. And he gains range, so it gets around our Retaliate, which is going to be really detrimental later in the game. So if we can get it out, bury it under... Oh, it is time to hydrate. Good call. Bury it under... or in the discard pile. Once we do get our Retaliate turned on, we'll feel much better. So Power Gauntlets, I think, is a decent start. Iron Man starts with a 1, or actually he's technically a 2-3 right now, which is kind of insane. Oof. Standard 3 adds so much. Yeah, I like Standard 3 a lot. Is there a rules language anywhere for instructions on when the enemy team is supposed to do something, but don't tell you if you're not playing competitive? I believe you do it. I don't know. I assume. That's just one of those that I probably should look up, but I just kind of make the assumption that you just do it. I am, there's a card in the kit. Cooperative Resistance card. The leader in play is called the enemy leader. Text that refers to the villain applies to the enemy leader. Refers to the enemy team applies to the players. Resolve these abilities using the Grim rule. Imagine what the opponent word. Oh, so we have to pick the worst one. That's weird. Grim rule yourself. Okay, so probably the helmet. You give him Stalwart. I don't love it because I don't know what the worst option necessarily is. Text that refers to your leader cannot be resolved. These abilities can typically have an alternate way to be resolved. Do as much as you can. Cool. You think Stalwart is too easy? I guess like we have Power Gauntlets, gains range +1. Like I could argue that Yeah, it's like I don't. It's weird because it's like I don't necessarily know. Probably not rocket boots. It'd be the arc reactor. Retaliate 1, probably. Probably be the arc reactor, right? So he gets a tough status card and Retaliate 1. That's what we'll go with. He has 16 health. Oh, if I stick him there, he's not in the glare. Cool. Arc reactor sounds like. Yeah, but Matt, the ruling is you have to choose the worst one. So I would just choose any. It's a co-op game. I would honestly I would probably house rule it to shuffle. So I would probably just go to in the future, pull out all the valid targets, shuffle, and choose a random one. I think that's probably how I will play it in the future. Because depending on the card draw, that could be nothing, that could be everything. I don't know. So Teddy Altman. Isn't Sam Altman? That's how he's so rich. He's actually related to Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI. There you go. I just discarded until I got one that was and then reshuffled. That's a good way to do it too. I like that method. Shuffle, discard, and yeah. Honestly, he does look like somebody whose father would be the start the world on the path of destruction by creating AI. I mean, wait, hold on. What? Alrighty. As an action, we can search our deck and discard pile for a shapeshift upgrade and add it to our hand. And we have 13 hit points. I think 13 is the saddest amount of hit points you can have because you're so close to 14. Teddy Altman confirmed Nepo baby. Is there a combo you have in this deck? Yeah, so this is Change of Fortune style. So we're going to be trying to take out minions on the villain's turn. So that's kind of the idea behind the deck. One of my stickers is sticking. I think it's that one. Got turned over. Didn't press down hard enough. Probably need a new one. Alrighty. 5-card hand size. Let's go. How is Civil War worth it for solo players? I have not played it yet, but from what I can see, yes. Tigra. I would go ahead and say yes. I'll go ahead and call that now. Tigra and Hulkling both look awesome, and 16 modular sets is so much content. So yeah, I would say yes. 5-card hand size. Discard pile is going to be down here. Alrighty. Got cuts both ways. Come get me, bub. Counterpunch, Dauntless, and I can do this all day. We're going to mulligan at least these 3. I could see us mulliganing a come get me, bub as well. Nah, we'll keep it. Put that minion into play. Engage with you. Heal 3. No, we'll cut it. I don't have any damage. Dauntless. Altman Residence. Let's go. Armored Shape. Shapeshifter Strike. Deal 5 damage. Ready your Shapeshift upgrade. And Hulk Shape. Alrighty, sick. So I think we go Hulk Shape here. Let's troll the players, 100%, yeah. I'm playing expert mode here, yeah. Then I can search our deck and discard pile for a shapeshift upgrade and add it to our hand. I don't see any reason not to do that. I'm going to go with the intimidation shape. Yes, I know that's not how you say it, but I'm having a really hard morning saying words, so intimidation shape it is. When an enemy would attack you, it schemes instead. After you play an event, we can exhaust it to draw a card. And that's where we are going to... Yeah. We don't have an event. We have Shapeshifter Strike, which can draw us a card. I guess, okay, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's go with Hulk Shape to play Intimidation Shape. That gives us +2 thwarts, which is going to help us take out Stark Tower, which is a when defeated, the enemy team searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an Ironman attachment, and your team reveals it. That's fine. I'm trying to figure out if I want to play Altman Residence. I probably do. We'll use Dauntless to play Altman Residence. We'll exhaust the Altman Residence here. I do have 4. I'm going through 3, but I can recur them. That's fair. Wait to play it because it readies me. I was trying to Altman Residence it back in, but that's fair. That's fair. So we will not Altman Residence. I'm not going to play it either. We'll probably play it, but there's no reason to play it if I don't have a target to recur. So we will flip up. I'm going to poke here. Knock the tough. I take 1 damage. I can spend a mental and a physical. I'm not going to do that. The icons just don't work out too much for that. Then we will use Hulk Shape to play Intimidation Shape, which will ready Hulkling. I'll go ahead and thwart down Stark Tower. And we're just gonna discard until we get one, and then shuffle everything back in. Because that's, I think, just the best way to do that. So Ironman, you can see aerial trait. After you make a basic attack, you can spend a lightning and a punch resource to discard the card. Okay. We've got so he's going to scheme instead. He's going to scheme for 3, so we cannot keep this here. Ugh. Such a weird... I was like, I wanted to play Shapeshifter Strike to draw a card. I don't think I can do it. I think I have to play Armored Shape so that Iron Man doesn't scheme, because he's going to be scheming for effectively 4 plus a boost, which would scheme us out. What's the most fun? I love Domino. Go Armored Shape, I think. Use Dauntless and Shapeshifter Strike to play Armored Shape, which gives me +1 attack, +2 defense, and Retaliate 1. And I get to ready. And I will go ahead and attack for 2. Take him down to 14. And I will take a damage. I'm going to hold on to Altman Residence. Okay. We'll stand up. We got 1 Shapeshifter Strike. Shapeshifter. Beautiful. Such a good card. Shapeshifter is such a good card. It's been interesting seeing people look so negatively at this expansion just because it offers a PvP. Yeah. That's yeah. Cuts both ways. I think an impersonation. Yeah, the way that I'm kind of seeing it, like I would never not buy a box because I did not like the campaign mechanic. And that's what this is. Right? It's like Rise of Red Skull has a very loose campaign mechanic. I still think it's a great box. No, there's a lot more freedom in building in Lord of the Rings. So in Lord of the Rings, there's not hero cards, and so you just build 50 card decks, and there's no like 15 cards tied to a specific hero. It's just you put all the cards in, and you can choose up to 3 aspects to build with. I feed off the hatred. No, just okay. We'll go 1 thread here. Ironman's going to attack us for 3 plus a boost card. I am going to play Cut Both Ways and defend. So I'm defending for 3. I have Retaliate 2. He's attacking for 3, 5. So I take 2 damage. I go down to 9. I played Cut Both Ways. So Armored Shape deals 2 damage. And then I have 2 damage from my Retaliate. So 4 damage to Iron Man. Nice. And counter card is Wasp. Teamwork with Avengers. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. You're not a fan of how modular it is. I like the feeling of playing against curated scenarios. That's fair. Yeah, I like it. I like the different. I have not gone over the different mod sets. That would be a fun video to talk about. I haven't even seen them. I haven't even really looked at them, but there are 16 modular sets. It's insane. I love mining dwarfs. Yes, the dwarfs in Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite archetypes for sure. For sure. That was not a treachery, so we did not have to play there. And let's go. Dude, this hero is insane. So if we go Shapeshifter Strike, we can deal 5 damage to Iron Man. Two damage to Wasp. Because we get to ready that. We can Shapeshifter. I think I would rather... Let's play... Let's play Shapeshifter. Search your deck and discard pile for a Shapeshift upgrade and add it to your hand. It's a mental and a physical. What is our last one? It's a lightning and mental. Dang. I was trying to see if I could get one that was a decent to clear one of those tech upgrades. How many did other boxes come with? I just rearranged. I think Rise of Red Skull came with 3. Which is kind of crazy. The hood came with 8, and that was considered a lot. The mining dwarfs, they have a lot of cards that deal with after this card has been discarded from your deck, either gain a benefit, and then the dwarfs are all about discarding cards off the top of their deck. So it's a lot like Domino. I think we're just gonna go Intimidation Shape because I think we're just gonna use it. Hulkling is really, really cool. Okay, so now we go intimidation shape to play impersonation. Remove 4 threats from a scheme. If this removes the last threat, you can change to alter ego form. We'll switch to alter ego. And then we'll go and we'll grab the double back. I was like, I'm just not going to be able to play this Altman Residence, am I? Dunedain is a lot of fun. So if we flip up here, I do kind of want to play Altman Residence. I feel like that's just going to be so much healing. Then we don't, nah, fine. We'll just ignore Altman Residence. We'll flip up. We're going to Intimidation to Shapeshifter Strike. I guess we'll deal 5 damage here. Ready our Shapeshift. We'll swing and deal 2 damage here. Take out, or to deal some damage to Wasp. Then I take a damage from the Retaliate. I'm going to toss Altman Residence. Am I? I want to. We should make a petition to try and convince Fantasy Flight to print more Lord of the... Yeah. That'd be... Yeah. I wish. Altman, Iron Lad, Armor Defense. Cool. Night Nurse. And Assess the Situation. Cool. Okay, let's add 1 threat to cut off support. Ironman is going to swing at us for 3. I'm going to go ahead and use the Night Nurse to play Armor Defense and Defend here. So it's going to be 3 plus a boost card. When an enemy attacks, deal damage to it equal to your defense, which is currently 3. So that's going to take him down to 2. I'm defending for 3. 1 slips through. Takes me down to 7. And then Retaliate 1 takes him down to 1. After this attack, give him a tough status card. We're going to Armored Shape to take out Wasp and protect the tough. Because we played the defensive end. I love Hulkling. I don't think licensing was a factor in reprinting some, but not all of the Lord of the Rings style. Yeah. Yeah. But I do wish that they printed like a box that's like, here are all the relevant player cards. Okay. Encounter card is Repulsor Blast. Hero, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. For each printed Lightning and Wild, deal 1 damage to your hero. Not a white 1. Sick. Ooh. No, we lost Alien Physiology. That was a nice one. Okay. And then that was a Treachery, so we'll add a threat here. Okay. Let's use Iron Lad to play Altman Residence, and we'll play Assess the Situation, give us a +1 hand size. That would trigger Armored Shape, however, we don't have anything for it. Let's stand up. Assess Situations, we're going to draw 6 cards. We got I Can Do This All Day. Come Get Me, Bub. I Can Do This All Day. Come Get Me, Bub. Nice. Quinn Carrier. And a Armored Defense. We're going to add a threat to the main, taking us up to 3. Ironman is going to swing at us for 3 plus a boost card. I can do this all day, I think. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and defend for 3. Ironman's going to swing at us for 3, 4. We take 1 damage. The retaliate does push him into stage 4. He becomes steady. He gets +1 scheme for each attack and deal each player an encounter card, and he cannot take damage this phase. That's a cool ability. He cannot take damage this phase is a cool ability. So we got 2 encounter cards now. And it like really incentivizes you to take him out in the villain phase, which is cool. But I'm not going to trigger Armored Shape now because he can't take damage. Don't forget to heal. Don't forget to heal. Why would I heal? Sorry. Where's my healing coming from? Oh, yeah. Up here. I got you. Comes in with 20. The armored... Since he can't take damage, I'm not going to trigger Armored Shape. I have an event that I... Oh! My camera just overheated. I was worried about that. I was like, the fan is so far away from the camera now that I was worried that it was going to not trigger it. Or not cool it down enough. FFG just posted the Civil War trailer. Cool. Or release trailer. Nice. We'll see how long this lasts. First PvP gameplay? Yeah. First card here is Drafted. Attached minion gets +2 hit points and gains the Avenger trait. In competitive mode, the enemy team attached is drafted to a minion engaged with them. That minion engages you. That's kind of cool. Otherwise, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Reveal that minion and attach drafted to it. So Hellcat with Quick Strike. When revealed, you are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 indirect damage. Alright, so I am stunned. Then Hellcat is going to Quick Strike me for 2. I'm going to go ahead and use a Come Get Me buff to play an Armored Defense. Which is when an enemy would attack, deal damage equal to your defense. And then, question for you. If I armor defense into an armored shape, that takes out Hellcat. Which means that the Quick Strike does not go through. Does that mean that I do not get the tough status card from armored defense? Because it says after this attack, give Hulkling a tough status card, but there was no attack. Oh, armored shape heal. Oh, shoot. Okay, I have been doing that. I've been doing that bad. That's my bad. So, Wasp should... So, I did 2 damage to Wasp, and I should have taken 1 damage here from the Repulsor Blast. We're just going to heal. We're just going to have healed 1. So my question is null and void. So that's fine. So I'm going to armor defense here. So we deal 3 damage to him. Armored shape heals me for 2. Instead of... going there. Hellcat hits me for 2. If we take that, and then I get a tough status card. Sweet. Yeah. In my defense, which is a little sad, but like this part of the table I cannot see. So this is the part of the table that's glared for me. So like I don't like I know that this is the support, but I cannot from where I'm sitting I cannot see this card because the glare is so bad. It almost looks like that. So I'll try and be better about that. Then we've got Excessive Force. 1 threat on the main scheme for each minion in play. So that's going to be 1. It's also a Treachery, so we get 1 more. Alrighty. It's so validating to hear you struggling with this. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like we had a really solid start, and we are struggling now. We flip down. Just take the L on the main. I think we do, actually. Because then we can play... No, we cannot play Queen Carrier because we flip down and we're not Avenger anymore. Lame. I'm going to go ahead and attack to remove stun. Flip to Teddy. Altman Residence. To shuffle. What do we want to shuffle in? Probably Alien Physiology. Seems like a good one. Nice. Yeah. He's a lot of fun. Shift to Hulk form and rush. That could be cool. I like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and flip. Let's go use his ability to go grab Hulk form or Hulk shape, and then we'll spend these 2 to play Hulk shape. Can I play Hulk shape in Alter Ego? I don't know if I can. If I have Armored Shape already out, can I play Hulk shape? Because it says I cannot have more than 1. But on Hero Farm, it forces you to discard 1. You can? Or is the printed ability saying that you cannot have more than 1 shapeshift upgrade in play? Or is it like player side schemes where you have a limit and then you just play and discard? I feel like that feels like what you're supposed to be able to do. So we're going to go with it. You can is like the ally limit. Okay. That's a good comparison there. Yeah. I like it. All right, let's stand up. We got 5 cards. We got Patriot, Jocasta, Whiffin, Shapeshifter Strike. Beautiful. Give me another event. Alien Physiology. Okay. 2, 4, 5. All right, we'll go 1. Iron Man's going to scheme for a ton, which will pop. Pro Registration Tactics. Negative Zone Prison. Reduce the target threat value by the scheme for 1 for each face down card under it. After an ally is defeated by an enemy attack, place that ally face down under the scheme. I love it. I love it so much. That's so cool. Threats out at 9. Hellcat is going to scheme for 1. It's just such a cool concept. Patriot is so good. Tried the precon. I was honestly pretty good. Played a couple games in aggression. Just spamming Hulk shape. Protection is probably my favorite. Nice. And counter card is the Mark V helmet. Attach it to Ironman, give him a tough status card. He gains Stalwarts. After you make a basic attack, we can get rid of it by spending some resources. So now he's at a 4 scheme, so that's kind of fun. Sweet. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab Armored Shape. Let's use Altman Resonance to heal for 2 to take us up to 11 health. And shuffle in. I do like Armored Defense a lot. Although we're not in the right we're not in the right form for it now. Shapeshifter Strike is kind of interesting. I kind of like Impersonation. Let's go Impersonation. Impersonation feels like a really key card for him. Being able to flip down to Alter Ego to grab a double seems just really good. Okay. I need more events, unfortunately. Whiffin can get me an event. Oh, I like Hulkling. Because Whiffin can grab me the 0 cost card, which can then grab me a double, but it can trigger Hulk Shape. Sick. Okay. Let's flip up to Hulkling. How do we want to do this? Jocasta and Armored Shape to play Alien Physiology. Alien Physiology to play Whiffin. Whiffin grabs the double. No, Whiffin grabs the 0 cost, which then Shapeshifter strikes. That's just silly. That is just silly. I love it. Then we have Alien Physiology on the table. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go Armored Shape and Jocasta. That's going to be 3 to play Alien Physiology. This creates a wild resource or a double wild resource if you're paying for a Hulkling card, which just seems like so good. So good. Okay. We're going to use Alien Physiology to play Whiffin. After you play Whiffin from your hand, search your deck and discard pile for an identity-specific event and add it to your hand. We're going to go grab the 0 cost one that allows us to Shapeshifter. Okay. We're going to play Shapeshifter. Search your deck and discard pile for a Shapeshift upgrade and add it to your hand. We're going to grab Armored. And then Hulk Shape is going to go ahead and knock the tough here. That's the Shapeshifter. Actually, Whiffin's going to knock the tough, and then we'll deal 2. We'll do it like that. Okay? That does knock out Whiffin, because he has Retaliate. Do I care? I don't care. I have a tough. That knocks out Whiffin. The Retaliate's going to knock off the tough. That's fine. Let's go Shapeshifter Strike. Using a double to pay for Shapeshifter Strike. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Ready here. We'll exhaust to deal 2 more. Take him down to 11. Retaliate knocks our tough. And then we will swing in for 3 damage to take him down to 8. We have Patriot, which we'll toss because I think we'll... Yeah. I did use the first Hulk Shape. I just took the damage off of him. Yeah, sorry. I did it really weird and poorly. I timed it very, very poorly. I could have explained that a little bit better, but before I started that interaction, I had Whiffin die by attacking into the tough, and then I did 2 damage. Yeah. Let's stand up. We have 11 health, which feels good. Impersonation. Winged Shape. Hey, yeah, I forgot about Winged Shape. Impersonation. Change of Fortune. Counterpunch. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go 1 here. Ironman is going to attack us for 4 plus a boost card. We will defend here for 2. So he attacked us for 6. So we defend it for 2. We'll take 4 damage. We're at 11, so we go down to 7. We will counterpunch for 3. Hulk shape for 5. And then we take 1 more damage. Hellcat hits us for... Oh, and then we don't have retaliate. Hellcat hits us for 2, taking us down to 4. Cool. He's at 3 health. Okay. And counter card is Supersonic Punch. He attacks you. If you have attachment against piercing, that is game. Hulkling sucks. He's so bad. Ouch.